I would have really enjoyed more of Olivia's first 7 months of her life if I had known about these two things. Hi, I'm Kelsey Richards and welcome back to the Say Kelsey YouTube channel and podcast. If you're a working mom like me, you know that you don't have like any time for yourself. And before you go absolutely crazy, I need you to listen to this. The first 7 months of Olivia's life, while I love her very much with literally all of my being, has been very difficult for me. I feel like I have zero time for myself. I have zero time to work on what I enjoy doing, like podcasting and posting on my YouTube channel, working out, and it's been hard. Like I have really struggled with feeling a little bit of resentment towards my daughter, which is so like heartbreaking because like I love her, she's my daughter, but like I just have felt so out of control of my own life. And it's interesting because right when I let go of that control, something new came in and gave me all this control back. And I'm gonna share that with you right now. This is going to change absolutely everything for you instantly, like literally overnight. Like I'm literally not just saying that, like literally instantly. So keep watching so you can get your life back.
I'm just gonna hang out and chill, so it should be fun.
Hi guys, welcome back to the Say Kelsey YouTube channel and podcast. I'm so happy to have you guys back here for a great podcast episode. We're gonna be talking specifically to moms today because I just went through the most aligned, I don't even know what to call it. Like I just, it's so crazy because I feel like the minute I let go of control, the minute I was like, you know what, like this is just the way that it is, a solution came into my life that I've been asking for the last 7 months. Let me give you guys a little bit of context. So pretty much since Olivia has been born, she has been running our sleep schedule. And I get that that is kind of inevitable, right? Like with a newborn, you can't really control their sleep schedule. Like that's just period, that's just it. But I didn't realize, so let me tell you guys what the inspiration behind this podcast episode was. So if you guys haven't watched Bluey yet, I would highly recommend it because it is such a cute, wholesome cartoon that I just love watching with Olivia. Like even if she's sleeping, I'll sit there and just watch it. So we're sitting there watching and I'm watching the episode called Rain. And if you haven't watched it, highly recommend it. It's on, I think I watched it on Hulu, but we're watching this episode called Rain and Bingo and Dad go on a day trip or wherever else. And it's just Mom and Bluey that are left at home. It instantly starts raining. Mom runs inside, grabs a laundry basket to grab all of the sheets that are hanging out on the line. And Bluey goes outside and starts playing in the rain, right? She's like 7 years old, okay? So Mom runs inside, is trying to get all the laundry situated, and Bluey wants to make a dam in the walkway, right? She's trying to dam up all the water that's coming down, like, right? I remember doing that as a kid, and it was super fun. I don't know why, but like it was. So she is damming up the walkway, and she's running out of, like she's using her hands to dam it up, okay? And she's, you know, the water ends up going around her hands. So she runs inside, soaking wet, covered in mud, covered in leaves, to go grab some toys to help dam it up. Mom kind of yells at her and is like, hey, like, what are you doing? Like, I know I just cleaned that up. Bluey just totally ignores Mom, grabs her stuff, goes back outside, dams it up. And then this happens like 2 or 3 more times. And by the end, Mom is exhausted. Mom is like totally exasperated, like throws her hands up in the air, like screw it, I don't even care. She sits down on the patio and she just looks out and sees Bluey having so much fun. And she smiles and she's like she doesn't say this, but you can tell on her face that she's just like, I'm just gonna go have fun with her. Like I'm just gonna let her do her thing. So she goes out and she plays with Bluey. And they end up having like a great time. And basically like the moral of the story is that not everything's gonna be perfect, right? Not everything is gonna go exactly the way that it's not gonna be kept clean. Like kids don't really care about those things. And while there's a balance to, you know, having boundaries and rules for your kids, I think there's also a component of learning that you have to just let kids be kids. So what made me think about this, like I literally was crying to my mom the other day on the phone because I was just like, I just feel like I have no life anymore. Like I feel like I'm just stuck at home with her all day, every day. If I want to go do something, then it's like picking up and taking the whole house out. And, you know, as soon as I'm out of the house, I'm always glad that I do. But what really brought this to my attention was when Olivia is sitting in her high chair and I'm feeding her. The book that I have said, try to let her play in the food. Okay, let her play with the spoon, let her touch the food with her hands, and she of course gets it in her hands and slams on the high chair top. And it's been kind of hard for me to let her do that because it's like, oh my God, great. Like there's another fucking thing that I have to clean up. And so I really feel like yesterday when she was pounding on her high chair table and food was going everywhere, I knew I was gonna have to change her outfit again, that I literally just washed the high chair like cushions. I knew that I was gonna have to do it again. And I just thought of Bluey's mom and I was just like, you know, like I'm just gonna let her be a kid. Like it's okay. You know what I mean? Like there's always gonna be a mess to clean up. There's no like keeping it perfect, keeping it clean. So like the more that I obsess about it being perfect and being clean all the time, the more that like I'm sacrificing my own happiness, that I'm giving power away to something that is just inevitably gonna happen anyways. The cool part about this is that I have this revelation, I let it go, I instantly feel better. I'm like, okay, like this is just the way that it is, right? I let it go and then I go over to my friend Maddie's house and we're just kind of talking about like napping and sleeping. She tells me that her friend was basically just like holding the baby still as a statue. Like that's how baby would nap all day long. And she was just like, oh my gosh, I felt so bad for her. Like I couldn't believe that she was doing that. And I was like, wait a second, that's me. Like I do that. And so she tells me about taking care of babies and I'll link it below. You put baby down at a specific time, there's a bedtime routine, and then, you know, you're basically not reinforcing that you will pick them up whenever they're crying. Anyways, long story short, I got baby to go down at like 7:30 last night and she slept until 6. So I actually had like time to like take a bath, like clean up the kitchen, have some mommy time. I watched Tell Me Lies and had some of my homemade ice cream, and like it was just incredible. What I really want you to get out of this is if you're a working mom, even if you're not working, even if you're just a mom and you feel like your schedule is completely ruled by your baby and you are like just so anxious all the time because you feel like everything's a mess all the time and like they're gonna make them, like they always make messes, they're always like being messy. One, let them be messy. They're kids, they're gonna make messes and it's okay, they can be cleaned up. They're gonna be messy. Let them be messy. Let them play in their food, let them figure out life. It can be cleaned up. Okay. And secondly, if you haven't heard of taking care of babies, I will link it below. Like you need to get your baby on a sleep schedule because I promise you, your life will be changed forever. Like I feel so liberated, so free. Like I'm just so happy to feel like I have my life back. So thank you guys so much for watching the Say Kelsey YouTube channel and podcast. I'm so excited to have you guys here. If you liked it, please subscribe, please comment, please tell me what you were thinking, and follow me on Instagram and TikTok for more content. I love you guys so much. Mwah. Thanks for watching. Bye.